Welcome back to the 2024 Conference USA Football Kickoff Show presented by Sideline Design. We're here with the Conference Commissioner, Judy MacLeod. And Judy, you do an incredible job. I mean, we're now at 10 teams here in Conference USA. And as someone who calls football games for ESPN around the country, multiple different conferences, something I know and I see consistently in Conference USA is the competitiveness from all the schools, top through bottom, whenever I call games, especially midweek CUSA. It was a lot of fun this year. Talk about this past season and what it was like, and just having Liberty run the table and go all the way to the Fiesta Bowl and have that national spotlight.
Yeah, you know, this was the first year of our new group together, and so it was really important for us to jump out there quick, and an extremely competitive league, and for Liberty to run the table was so impressive. But you talked about our weekday CUSA games and our midweeks in October. Really got a chance for us to introduce ourselves to the country. And people saw that. You know, we got to play in prime time against most of the time there were no other games on. And that was incredible exposure for us as we launched and rebranded our new league.
College football playoffs, it's a big talking point for a lot of schools as everyone's repositioning themselves, trying to figure out what's the best path for themselves. How has Conference USA positioned itself to make that a viable option for the schools to get to the college football playoff? Yeah,
you know, that's our expectation. And until we had done, you know, until Liberty played in the New Year's Six Bowl, we had not done that as a conference before. And so now we've seen that, you know, any of our teams can do that. And they've all tried to schedule in a way to improve their resumes. You know, we have to get those games. A lot of them are on the road, but we have opportunities. And then it's not going to be easy to go through our league. I mean, I'll be surprised if we have another undefeated team just because of the quality throughout.
I remember last year we were trying to figure out what was the midweek games, what we were going to call it, what was the name going to be. There was a lot of stuff thrown around, but midweek CUSA. It has a ring.
I gotta correct you.
Okay.
Weekday CUSA.
Weekday I'm sorry. Weekday CUSA. That's right. Okay. Weekday CUSA. That's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with.
A lot of coaches know. Come October, Conference USA takes center stage. What has that meant in terms of national exposure for the conference?
Yeah, it's been special, and a lot of our programs have not had that opportunity to introduce themselves to the country. And so that's been great for each campus. You know, we've seen an increase in student attendance, which is always creates a great atmosphere. Yeah, there are challenges that go with it, but the opportunity there has been really special for us.
The other thing that's very unique about this conference is now, with the two media rights holders, with CBS and ESPN now in year 2, people know where to find the games. Yeah. How has the response been from the fan base?
You know, we listened, and in the past we've been a little fragmented, and you know, where's my team's playing today, and next week is different, and now they know. You know, all of our football games are either going to be on CBS Sports Network, one of the ESPN networks, or on ESPN Plus. And so it's very easy. They're all on, not hard to find, and that's gone over really well with our fan base.
2024, we will have 10 teams now with Kennesaw State entering the conference. Why was it so important to welcome them into the fold? And then now, 2025, we have 2 more coming on the way in Delaware and Missouri State.
Yeah, I think our first year really established our base. You know, the addition of Kennesaw, I think Kennesaw is an unbelievable, untold story that a lot of people don't know. You know, outside of Atlanta, a campus of over 45,000 students, it's beautiful. The potential there is crazy. You know, they just started football not long ago and have had tremendous success. And now making this jump, you know, I'm excited to see what they can do.
Getting to 12 teams, why is that such an important number in 2025?
Yeah, 12 feels really good for us. You know, there's no magic number. You see a lot of conferences getting bigger these days. But 12, we can do some different things with scheduling and travel partners and other things that we might not be able to do. And just gives us a really nice base. You know, we'll always be evaluating other schools, other opportunities to see if there's a value add out there. But 12 feels solid for us.
Speaking of getting bigger, it seems like this show just keeps getting bigger and better every single season as you grow this conference. We're here at the PGA of America headquarters here in Frisco, Texas. What has it been like to see the student athletes respond to this incredible venue?
Yeah, it's beautiful here. And not only the student athletes, but the coaches loved it as well. But we like to do some things, different. Last year we had our basketball media day at the Space and Rocket Center. So this gives us a chance to highlight a local facility. We've done this at Globe Life Field where the Rangers play. But it's special to see them just get to relax, let their guard down, and enjoy, getting to know the kids they're going to compete against, but really just to have fun.
As difficult as your job is as a commissioner of one of the premier conferences in the country, you always still find time to give time to the student athletes and connect with them and have a personal relationship. Why is that so important to you, and what has some of the interactions been like this week?
Yeah, it's my favorite part, and it's the part I miss about not being on campus anymore. But, we always meet with them. And you never know. Are they really going to say what they feel? Are they going to, but it was a really engaging group last night. And they're the ones that live it. And so we like to hear directly from them how different things affect them. But then getting to see their personalities and today different things, it's enjoyable, and it brings you back. Like the last couple months, we know all the headlines in college athletics have been lawsuits and this and that. It's just been a kind of a jumble of just different stresses, different ways. And then you get in a room with 20 young men that are super excited to be here and be getting ready to play football, a game they love. And you're like, yeah, this is why we're doing this. And so we always got to remember that. And our student athletes, I said earlier today, continue to excel in the classroom. People forget that part. It's largely not in the conversation. And we've had our highest graduation success rate that we've ever had. We have 70% of our student athletes over a 3.0. I mean, these kids last night in that room, probably 90% of them already have one degree, and they're working on another. And so that's the stuff that, when you peel everything back, that's why we do what we do.
As this conference continues to grow, you've made a point to always remember who has helped build it and get to where we are today. And 4 members were just recently inducted into the Conference USA Hall of Fame. What does that mean to you to keep remembering the people who have gotten this conference here to where it is?
Yeah, it's super important. And some people say, well, they're not in the league anymore, or they play for. Well, their career was in Conference USA, and they did some really special things. And so we're really fortunate to honor the 4 individuals. And since we're talking about football right now, you look at Kevin Byard and just the kind of human being that young man is, on top of all of his football accomplishments. Walter Payton Man of the Year, amongst his many other honors. Really fun. And the other part that has been special for me is when I connect with these people. I connected with the former women's basketball coach at Tulane, Lisa Stockton, over the summer at an event. And she said she almost started crying. You know how much that meant to me when I got put in the Hall of Fame? And so you realize how special it really is, and how much they get to remember everything that happened. And so we're excited to continue that.
I'm excited to call games. I can't wait for weekday CUSA and to see who will be taking home this hardware at the end of the season. Now, the preseason poll has Liberty, but as we all know, anything can happen, especially in a competitive Conference USA.
Absolutely. Can't wait to get it started.
Judy MacLeod, Commissioner, you do an incredible job of positioning this conference with a wild college football landscape. Appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you.